Hey guys, it's Drake. This is going to be my first video, and for these next few weeks, I'm going to go over how to protect your faith. And I'm not talking, as I will get to this though, I'm not talking about protecting your faith in God. I'm about protecting, this is about protecting your faith from those who challenge it. How you believe and the facts that you use. It's gonna be a long thing. This is meant to go into one sermon, but I will not be able to go over it all as one. I'll go over 2 points today, and that's about it. And I'll go over the next two next time. Welcome to those who are new to this group. And to those who might not even be in the group, we encourage you to join us. Positive, and we're trying to keep up with it. As the Christian belief, and if you're not a Christian, just listen in. As the Christian belief is challenged daily by many people out there, and people will come up and say, "Why do you believe this?" Maybe not exactly like that, but people will say that, and they'll challenge you with it a lot. And they're going to say, "Hey, we got scientific facts proving this wrong. Why would you even believe it? We've got all this. We've got other things. We've got it's historical accuracy. It's incorrect. It contradicts science and stuff." And I'm going to tell you how to actually prove that wrong. Okay. Now, if imagine if I were to see you on the street, and you didn't know me, and I walked up and said, "Hey, prove to me that the Bible is true. Give me a reason to believe it." Most of you will not even be able to. It's very difficult. Not many Christians really know how, and I'm blessed to know how. Now I'm going to go over the first point today, and the second after this. The first point is it claims to be the Word. Throughout the entire Bible, it claims to be the Word of God. It says in multiple voices that it is actually the Word of God. And it says, it continues on, and it says, all Scripture is God-breathed in several verses. Now, if you were to think about that, we were going into detail about that. God-breathed, what does that mean? You may think, for those of you that are new to this, and not very used to the analogies and stuff yet, to say it was God breathed, think about the way we breathe, the way I'm breathing. Think about it. We gather air and down into our lungs, and the way I speak, the way I project noise from my mouth, it's breath that comes from me through my vocal cords, and it emits sound, okay? Now, people say, many people always say, the Bible was created by man. It wasn't created by God. No, what the Bible was, it was written by men. The men were God's vocal cords, okay? I'm not talking literal, but say, God's breath came through. And you would not be able to hear me speaking right now if it weren't for the vocal cords. Now, I'm not saying you just need God. I'm not saying God wouldn't exist without the people. No, I'm saying it would be a lot harder to understand His Word without it. So, the Word, the breath, is unaudible without the vocal cords. So they just it's an inspiration from God. See, the people, they started, and they heard the Word of God, and they heard it, and that they were told, they were inspired by God of what to write, and they knew what to write. And and the point of this is it claims to be the Word throughout the whole Bible. It claims to be the Word of God. That's the first point, okay? That's what the Bible is, the Word of God. And the second point is the historical accuracy. Now, this is where we get into the actual facts here, okay? the last one was facts, but the rock solid that people can't fight against facts. For example, the Old Testament, it mentions the people known as the Hittites, and it mentions them some 50 times or so, but for centuries, those who studied the ancient world questioned the Bible because they had discovered no evidence of such people. And people tend to do that. If they have no proof to prove that every little fact is right, they assume it is incorrect. In 1906, however, the Hittite capital was uncovered about 90 miles east of the capital of Turkey. And what was thought to be untrue and what was thought to be a contradiction in the Bible was proven to actually be true. In the Bible, it also mentions the 5 porticos of Bethesda, and there was no proof of the existence of these, and it was described to be in a certain location. There was no proof of them until, guess what? An archaeological dig found 5 porticos. And it goes on in the book of Kings. It mentions Solomon and all his wealth owning horses. And historical scholars believed this to be untrue due to the region that Solomon lived in, and because horses couldn't survive in that region until a discovery in Solomon's temple, the temple of David, I believe. Till a discovery found horse stables and remains of that. And these facts, these historical facts, they were believed to be untrue until discovered to be true. And just recently, a few years ago, there was a kid around in a third world country around, Israel and stuff. And there was a kid out there, and he was playing, and he was bouncing the ball around. And there was a wall area full of caves in each one. And his ball accidentally bounced in there, and he heard a crash. And he crawled in there, and he found some old pottery. And the word spread, and scholars came, and they found what seemed to be the remains of one of the books of the Old Testament, and several other things. And it's very rare to find that. I'm going to go over the third point with you today, as a little gift for you. The third point is its remarkable consistency. Throughout the entire Bible, it is about one thing. And people debate about what that one thing is. But I believe with all my heart that throughout the entire Bible is about God's love for humanity. The remarkable consistency between this collection of books and songs is amazing, which is the Bible. The Bible is one book, yet it is made out of 66 books. It's insane. It was made over about 40 different authors over a period of 1,600 years. Not many of these authors even knew each other or met each other. The Bible was written about in 13 different countries on 3 different continents. Now, 13 different countries and on 3 different continents. Think about that. The Bible was also written in 3 different languages by people from all kinds of professions: shepherds, kings, soldiers, princes, priests, fishermen, scholars, historians, businessmen, and common laborers. It was written by all these people, about 40 different authors. Now, I'm going to go over this again. 40 different authors, 16,000 years, 13 different countries, 3 different continents, and in 3 different languages. And half of these people did not know each other. And yet throughout the whole Bible, it has a remarkable consistency and is yet to contradict itself once. Now, let that sink in, and I'll go over the points we went over today. First point is it claims to be the Word. All Scripture is God-breathed. It is the Word of God. Second point is its historical accuracy. It has not once contradicted history. It is what was contradicted to be recent history. Now that means it will eventually, they'll eventually find more in the Bible that is thought to be untrue and discover it. There's never been a point in the Bible that has been discovered untrue, but has not yet been discovered yet. And the last point we went over today was its remarkable consistency. And I hope you guys understand all this. If not, leave some questions or comments, and I would love to help you with that. Thank you again, guys, for watching, and next time I'll go over a few more points on how to answer and protect your faith from those who challenge it. Goodbye.